He stood at the doorway, arms crossed, eyes stormy, silence stretched like a blade between us. "I can't do this anymore," he said. I didn't flinch, didn't cry, didn't plead, not yet. I watched him inhale, saw the tension ripple through his jaw. He expected a fight, or tears, or excuses. I offered none. Instead, I smiled, cold, calculated, just enough to make him doubt himself. He shook his head. "You choose her over me?" "Yes," I said, simple, precise. The words landed, heavy, irrevocable. He stepped back, his expression cracked, confusion, anger, hurt, every emotion wrapped in a neat little bundle I had dissected 1,000 times in my mind. I can't stay," he whispered. Then he turned, walked out, door clicked shut behind him. I stood there, alone, and for the first time I felt the power in decision, not guilt, not relief, power. It hadn't been sudden. His ultimatum was the result of months of tension, the quiet betrayals, the hidden texts, the late-night calls he dismissed as work, the subtle way I found myself smiling when she walked into a room. I denied it at first, told myself loyalty was all that mattered, that affection was enough. But he noticed. He always noticed. And one night, finally, he asked the question I'd been avoiding. Is it her or me? I froze, not out of fear, out of necessity. Time had slowed, my heart measured consequences like a scale. I could feel him waiting, hoping for mercy, for compromise, for an answer that would keep him tethered, but there was none. Every moment I'd spent with her had built this reality. Every laugh, every secret, every stolen glance, a subtle shift toward inevitability. I saw him then, vulnerable, exposed, the man I loved, maybe still loved, stripped by honesty he wasn't prepared to accept. The betrayal wasn't his, not yet, but the truth, my truth, was undeniable. I had to choose. I didn't act recklessly. I observed, collected, calculated. Texts, calls, patterns. She mentioned nothing overt, but timing revealed everything. A weekend trip she'd described vaguely, messages deleted too quickly, the pause before her responses, the small smile at the screen that I noticed only because I chose to notice. I followed subtle leads, no confrontations, no threats, just observation. I checked locations, cross-referenced alibis, confirmed timings. Every piece fit the puzzle I had been assembling quietly, patiently, over months. At night, I replayed interactions in my mind. Subtle cues I had dismissed before became evidence. Small gestures revealed hidden intentions, and yet externally I remained composed. He trusted my composure, thought I didn't notice, thought I couldn't see. That was the advantage, silent calculation, emotional camouflage. I never rushed. I let tension simmer, let him guess, let her miscalculate. Patience, cold, deliberate, was the weapon I held. The confirmation arrived like a whisper, unobtrusive but absolute. Screenshots, messages, location tags, a web of undeniable truth. I confronted her quietly, not with rage, not with accusations. I slid my phone across the table. She read, eyes widening, breath shallow, words caught. I asked a single question, already knowing the answer. Was it always just me? Her silence was the only answer I needed. No excuses, no denials, no lies left intact. The carefully constructed illusion of loyalty shattered. She realized she was no longer the one controlling perception. I was. He didn't know yet. He would soon. I waited until he confronted me, until the inevitable, a confrontation wrapped in anger, hurt, disbelief. When he came, I was calm. The storm in his eyes didn't reach me. I handed him the evidence, every text, every message, every detail he hadn't seen before. I told you, I said. I didn't lie. I just acted. You waited for answers you didn't deserve. He faltered. Anger, shock, betrayal all collided. He realized the depth of my choice and that it had been made long before he gave me an ultimatum. You chose her over me?" he whispered, voice breaking. "Yes," I repeated, cold, precise, no explanation, no apology, just truth. He staggered backwards, the weight of inevitability crushing him. I didn't chase, I didn't beg. I walked away first, and he couldn't follow, not because he lacked courage, but because the ground beneath him had been removed. I don't think of him often, not with longing, not with regret. What remains is clarity. The choice wasn't cruelty, it was self-preservation, honesty in the guise of calculation, strategic detachment. She knows it now, the depth of what I perceived, what I predicted, what I enacted. He knows it too, the emptiness left when you demand an answer you're unprepared to hear. I walk differently now, lighter, sharper. Some losses don't wound, they refine. And in the quiet aftermath, I understood the final brutal truth. I didn't betray him, I liberated myself.